Yesterday I saw Zumanity, which is a very sexy circus act. It's by Cirque du Soleil, which are a whole bunch of performers, acrobats. They even had someone who's doing contortion of a body. I thought it was really bizarre. My favorite act was when they brought up a supposedly a hot tub, but it really is in the shape of a semicircle, and it was a fishbowl practically. And it was very small. Imagine two petite women, they can fit in there, and like if they go towards the bottom of the fish tank, then that's the whole diameter basically is like one human body. And then she goes, and they're super flexible. They were diving, and I mean like literally, like one point she would dive, backflip into this very shallow pool, and it was absolutely my favorite act. It was totally beautiful. It was two girls doing like a romantic act, and they were doing like a whole bunch of stunts on each other. Like one would like make the form, and then the other one would like get on top and then like use her hands and like just do like crazy stuff. And it was beautiful because they were so flexible, and it was very artistic. I don't know how better to describe. Just imagine like practically something that is the depth of like 1.5 bathtubs. Yeah. And it was like a very small circle. Like I said, like the diameter was the size of one of those petite women, and then it's a semicircle, and it's they would maneuver on the edges and slide into it, and then like every single time they go in, they're so flexible that like their body arches so that like their head doesn't hit the bottom. Instead, they glide up to the other side or like stay inside the tank because they curve themselves. And it was, wow, like super dangerous and amazing. They had a little man on the show. He was a star. He actually did the ribbon dance, and it's funny because they bring out like this hot girl, and she actually just plays the instrument for him to do his ribbon dance act on, and he was amazing. Like first, like this person behind me was just like kept laughing, and then like everybody in the whole theater just like started cheering for him, and he had a standing ovation. He was really incredible. Like imagine, like he was up there, he did these things I'd never seen before. Like he used the ribbons as wings, and then he was flying into the crowd. He also did unique perspectives. Like I was sitting center balcony, and he was swinging straight into like my face and then went back, and I was like, dude, that was pretty cool. And they did a lot of stuff like that. They had a male pole dancer, which was incredible because the whole time he was just using his arm strength in order to make all of the poses. And everybody really loved him. They had a lot of comedians, and our hostess was like, wow, she was so funny. They were really interactive with the crowd. They pull people into the show, and they made them do really awkward things, but everybody had a really good laugh. And yeah, it was really fun. And if you ever get the chance, you should see Zumanity. I really like it. It's still my favorite, like by far, of any show I've seen. But yeah, Zumanity is really fun, and I think it's really appropriate that it was in New York, because like as soon as I got into the theater, I felt like I was in New York, because they had these waitresses that were overweight that were like walking through the aisles with like the server platter, but what was New York about it was like their accents and what they were saying and how they were acting. And I don't know if it's supposed to be like New York for that part, but they were basically serving real appetizers to people while making jokes. And then when the two waitresses finally met in the middle, they were like, oh my god, like, you know how girls are whenever they see like their best friend, even if you just saw her like 5 minutes ago, like as soon as you see them, you're like, oh my god, that they were doing that. And it was really funny. Like everybody loved it. Like okay, I just loved it. And even though I'm from New York, I actually really liked the New York casino. I actually don't remember it from the last time that I went to that I came here to Vegas. But I don't remember going there. But like everything was awesome. Like I love the streets where you go through and like you go through the cobblestones, and they remade all like, it looked like the East Village, and then they had like these shops and these apartments, and it was just so real. And I was like, oh god, like I love the feeling. Like some parts of New York really do feel like that, and it's really nice. And they also like dim the lights, so it's like always dark out there. I'm like, oh my god, I really love it. Okay, I hope you have a nice day.